Hey everybody, it's Emil Mirame, your favorite 50% fanboy, 50% genius indie VTuber, and we're once again back on Snowbreak Containment Zone. As mentioned, we'll be finishing the Conquer the Oath event, and yeah, but before that, I want to show you guys my progress on Liar's Bar. I forgot what the game is called. Basically, it's Liar's Bar in this game, but you know, it's a little bit sussy because it's you know, it's this game. Anyway, from my progress, I have gotten this cover, Tipsy Immortals. Here, today's special from Boo Boo. One sip and feel godly bliss all day long. I don't think you'll feel godly bliss if you're drunk. Let's see how it looks. I mean, I don't really see any visual problems aside from the vertice here being, you know, visible and not being curved. I don't know which one I would use. I'll just go back to the old one. Like, all of them have some sort of problem that I don't like. Anyway, there are stuff that I need to check out, like trials and stuff, but we'll show those later. You know, I need to keep the content in check. Let's start off with some Monopoly. If I can remember where it is. Is it Garden Mayhem? Nope. About a week ago. Adjutant! Caroline burst into my room in a flurry, clearly urgent about something, even her synthetic chest. Oh man, I don't think we needed that detail. Even her synthetic chest was heaving with anxiety. Is it... Okay, does synthetic mean like maybe she lost like her upper chest? Like, you know, maybe her lungs are gone or something, and... Or is this like... padded. Anyway, I'm so sorry to disturb you, but it's nearly impossible to catch you alone. The other girls take up almost every spare moment you have. She rattled off, eyes darting nervously as if something dangerous was on her tail. Is something wrong? I don't think she followed me. Quick, close the door. Your room is the only place with clearance high enough to keep her out. Keep who out? This might sound ridiculous, but Etchel is after me. Huh? Let me explain. Oh god, my eyes. Caroline filled me in on her troubles during Etchel's last checkup. The doctor criticized her nutritionist for the 6th time. Her pleading got to her, so Caroline agreed to be the bad guy and forced Etchel to eat her vegetables. Ow, my eyes. When Etchel confronted the canteen, demanding to know why her meals were suddenly packed with veggies, they replied, "Miss Caroline told us so." Ow, my eyes. I know their choice. I told her you made me do it, just to save myself. Etchel's not gonna believe that, is she? That's exactly why I'm here, to make sure she does. Why didn't you come to me in the first place? With all due respect, you're always either saving the world or spending time with the other girls. Hold on. With the girls, last time I couldn't even get through to you, and the time before that, I heard things I definitely shouldn't have, and a week ago... sorry for the outburst. Well, something needs to be done. Etchel's unique physiology could cause complications if we keep ignoring this. I'm glad you agree. We really can't keep spoiling her like this. I wonder if the pepper that was on the icon for this like bit of story is like a hint of what her diet is gonna be. Caroline let out a long sigh of relief and slipped quietly out of my room. How should I deal with this? You tell me. 1 week later. Adjutant! Etchel launched herself into my arms, happily nuzzling her fluffy head against me before tilting her face up. Adjutant, Caroline's bad. She made the canteen put so many vegetables in my food. They even replaced the strawberries on my cake with cherry tomatoes. I mean... Okay. What's bad about that? I mean, it's not as sweet, but it's certainly healthier. Like, there's still fruit. Tomato is a fruit, but I think tomato is healthier than a strawberry. Yeah, there's antioxidants. Thinking about the fiber content, because strawberries are like a pseudo berry. They're not actual berries like blueberries, so their fiber content isn't on like the same level. So yeah, definitely healthier. Look, I wouldn't mind having a tomato on my cake instead of a strawberry, though. You know, that's just me, but maybe some people are more picky than me. That's not true, Etchel. Calm down. She also said it was your idea, but I know you'd never do that. Actually, I did ask her to. We should talk about this. Adjutant, do you not like me anymore? Tears are springing up in Etchel's eyes. I bent down and gently ruffled her hair. On the contrary, Etchel, I like you very much. Then why make me eat those yucky things? That reminds me, we haven't seen Etchel in the main story yet, but like from what we've seen of her in like events, she feels like she's like domesticated by wolves. Not like domesticated, but like adopted by wolves or something. Or something like that, you know, kind of like Razor. But, you know, different. This wasn't the first time Etchel had asked, telling her it's good for you and never got far, and repeating it might just bring out her rebellious side. Fortunately, I had a new approach in mind. Because the vegetables have always been there to protect you. No way, they're just here to hurt my mouth. Believe it or not, vegetables were once powerful allies of humanity. They're only like this now because they use up all their strength. Sumeru, be like. Or is that spoiler? I'm bringing you a game. It's based on legends of how vegetables once fought alongside humans. What game? A game? Yay! He's completely missing the point. In this game, you'll face all sorts of dangers, but we won't be able to stay by your side. Aren't you going to play with me, Adjutant? No, I need to command the veggies to protect you. The sound effects. Okay, if you're the one giving orders, I'm not scared of anything. That's the spirit. Have fun. Alright. 2 hours later. Adjutant, Pumpkin exploded to save us! Having Tessa and Vidya team up on the main story turned out to be perfect. One gave it a bona fide core, and the other delivered the dramatic flair. It's all my fault. I didn't get spicy energy there in time. I made like some sobbing noises earlier, but I don't know if the mic picked it up, you know, with the noise suppression and all. Don't beat yourself up. Remember, it's just a game inspired by an old legend. Nothing is truly lost. But it happened right in front of me. Now, do you believe that vegetables are here to protect you? Yes. Rachel nodded furiously. Her attitude completely changed from 2 hours ago. The story isn't over yet. Want to keep playing? You might even get a chance to save your veggie friends who have sacrificed themselves. Really? Then I want to keep going. But first, promise me one thing. From now on, you won't avoid the vegetables in your meals. Can you do that? I can. Pinky promise. She took my hand and wrapped her little finger around mine. Pinky swears. Seal the deal. Whoever lies is a rotten peel. Garden Mayhem. Welcome to Garden Mayhem. Lead the veggies to victory against enemies and show Etchel why vegetables matter. Different difficulties. Plant. Get vegetables. Plant, upgrade, and collect veggies. Defeat enemies and earn a range rewards. So I'm guessing this is like Plants vs. Zombies or something like that. Nutrient enhancement. Mixed supplements. Why supplements capital? I guess it's like a unique term for this game mode, that's why. Farmer's Almanac. Like, I guess they're like passive upgrades. Growth goals. So these are like achievements for rewards. Nutrient enhancement. That's skill tree. Farmer's Almanac. We don't know what those are yet. Okay, so we have Rookie Pepper, a young and spicy warrior who works hard to generate spicy energy to support allies. I assume spicy energy is like sun in like the sun, the equivalent of sun in this game for some zombies. Corn shooter, cheerful shooter with a decent fire rate. So range fan shaped, interesting. You'd expect them to like introduce a much more simple plant. Concentrate a spicy blast. Each time an enemy is defeated, you can concentrate a spicy energy. And slowly charge enemies. Okay, so that's our all basically. Enemies have a chance to drop this, collect this to earn 100% more mayhem coins for 60 seconds. Okay. Well, let's just get into it. Garden 1. Oh, we're actually fighting the change. What's a Nasher? Ready for defense. We could trial operatives, but I assume we can just use like our own for trust. I doubt they actually need us to like do combat. You know, even if it does, we'll just, you know, power through it. But anyway, oh god, we do need to fight to some degree. Use the energy. Hunting veggies cost spicy energy. The main way to end spicy energy is by planting peppers. Enough invasions. Planting. We understand. These fish features the defense line and its health, with its health shown in the upper left corner. So it's right this one. Prevent enemy targets from breaking through the line. If the defense line reaches 0, the stage fails. Okay. I don't know if we should use the PVC strat of making a line of peppers and then, since they're fan shaped, I'm gonna try to spread them out a little bit. Maybe they will have enough coverage. Keyword beam, maybe. I don't know if they actually will have that much coverage. I'm guessing it's the it's their like line of sight that's fan shaped and not how they attack. Because if they attack fan shaped, that would be like so much stronger. Let's just keep planting. There is a slight cooldown. Can we hit them? We can, but it's not as effective. Once we finish the back here, we can start planning more up ahead. Yeah, okay, they can't shoot in behind them, or like right on top of them. Oh, okay. Didn't see that there. Makes sense. We did have, you know, they did like a bit of the front row. It's a bit of a problem. We might have to start planting corn at the back. Yeah, I think the better strategy would have been to plant corn in the very last row, and then tomatoes in the middle. Not tomatoes, peppers in the middle, and then more corn in the front row. But I think it's fine. And again, new veggies have joined the squad. Each of them is good at different things. Baby broccoli joined a kind boxer who strings fists to protect allies, able to strike both nearby and aerial targets. So there are aerial enemies. There's skill tree. Let's buff the peppers. Increase production by 10%. Sure. More production. I think we just need more damage. Because we didn't really run out. We didn't run out of spicy pepper. We don't need more percentage. I don't think. We can check. It didn't say we have to. We just need to complete them. We don't have to like have a certain. We don't have to like get 100%. So the broccoli is like the bok choy from PvZ. Well, PvZ 2 because it's not in PvZ 1. So there they are. Anti-air Regis, use broccoli attack Regis. Did they only attack air then? I thought they attacked thought they attacked like ground and air. You know, we'll find out. So far, because of the buff, we get 17 spicy pepper per pepper. If the corn attacks, or if it's just the broccoli. Yeah, the broccoli are really effective at clearing aerial units, that's for sure. Unless those are just weak. You know, if they're just weak, then not much point. So they do attack ground units, but they have to be like really close. So that's why they're frontliners. Ooh, okay. Crap. We may need to put down more then. This is they're demonstrating to us like they have their limited range. Yeah, and if at this rate we do need to increase spicy pepper production. I'm guessing the pumpkin that we see is like the defensive plant. You know, basically the walnut of this game. Oh crap. Wow, these guys didn't even take damage. Okay. I think we need like 2 rows of pepper. Okay, let's see if they attack, No, it's only like, they only have like, +1 tile of range. Like it's the last wave, so we can just nuke them. Let's see how it works. Let's try and nuke now. It took away half of their health. Not bad. Not great either. All right. Wow. How many digits is that? 1, 2, 3. That's 7 digits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these guys do a lot of damage for sure. Pumpkin Guard, a strong and dependable guard who constantly draws me attacks to protect allies. We can try putting the Pumpkin Guard in front of the broccoli, see if they can synergize off of that. If not, then that's a bit of a problem. And upgrade them again. That's 25%. Efficiency for earning commission coins. We haven't obtained a coin yet, I don't think. Who's max health? I think we need more production for now. What do you do? Reduce cost, that's great. Reduce panting cooldown. It saves time, yes, but it's, you know, it's only in the early game. Let's get you leveled up a bit. If you synergize well, then that'll be great. Reduce your costs as well. How much do you cost right now? You cost 50. Okay. Which is kind of cheap, to be honest. Fiery pepper. Do we get even more plants than this? Oh man. Okay, so let's try. Okay, before that, cultivation pack vendor. Can I win him coins or exchange? Combat drops. Who's giving him medals? Okay. Let's plant the peppers here. It's a coin. Where's the... Okay, here's the machine. What do we get? Point shooters have pretty good range already. Would buy this if we have the choice. If we like have enough coins. Okay, let's plant them here. Let's see if it has enough range. I don't think it does. Oh, no, it does. It does. Okay. It's a pretty long cooldown, though. Oh, do they have range attacks as well? Oh, they do. Okay. Okay, we're not able to buy anything yet. We're close to be able to, though. Now we can. Okay, now we set up defense, now we just need to set up the offense. We need more corn. Let's buy some more plants. Let's get bigger range so that we can probably kill the long-range units easier. More easily. And we can also get the last upgrade if we need to heal the pumpkins. broccoli damage. Broccoli usually takes damage, increase its attack by 30% in 10 seconds. Okay. This is okay, but you don't you need to have broccoli in the front row for it to work. Let's help them out a little bit. So health, broccoli takes damage. Turns enough targets back, sure. Much to say, really. Like, once you get the strategy ready, you know, you just wait until it's over. I guess I was wrong about the corn, because I thought they would have unlimited range. So, depending on the circumstances, you might want to have your corn in an earlier row. The reason you would have the pepper in front is to like basically act as a shield that can also give you more damage, but not like a shield aside, like a tank, as well as being able to produce spicy pepper. Range. I don't think it matters too much. Like you do still need to like think about it, but not be too concerned. A fiery pepper, an experienced veteran who quickly generates spicy energy, boosting the power of the whole garden. Huh. Formidable weaponry. Fires projectiles that pierce through enemies, including those in the air. So carrot gunner is better than your regular corn, but they probably cost more, I would assume. Yeah, it costs 350. B level attack. C level attack, okay. So I guess you would probably want corn early on, and then once you have enough spicy pepper or what, you change to that guy. Where's the other pepper? Is it this one? Okay, so they cost more. I assume like once you put down a pepper, you can like upgrade it, or maybe you can just put down this version. I have a feeling you can put down one of these and like either the ones nearby or just this bit, or like the whole pepper production increases. I'm not quite sure. Okay, let's go to the next garden. Got a lot more corn. Are you? Yeah, we can upgrade you, but how does that work? I don't know how that works yet. Let's just put Let's put down a bunch of peppers first. See how it goes. Okay, it is slower, but it has piercing. Let's see what you do. You just like give more pepper per. I think so. I don't know. There's a bit of lag. I'm gonna clear the RAM. That might be a problem. Yeah, my RAM is at 94%. Watch, the plant's gonna be all on my base because I'm tabbing out. Oh, nope. The game paused. Okay. Yeah, we can let some leak through, I guess. They can hit us? Didn't know that. I don't know if that counts towards the rating. Because Cherno did die. Well, the carrot. Oh, right, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. The flying guys can fly over the pumpkins. Let's see if we can get an upgrade. Broccoli increase, cooldown decrease. Okay, since we did lose some plants earlier, my strategy now is to make like a row in between, a column in between, so that the broccoli can, you know, take advantage of all of that radius, and also the pumpkin can like attract aggro from the nearby row or column. And we need a corn here because of those guys at the back. Yeah, I think the corn might have a wider range than the carrot. These coins, these carrot gunners attack by 20%, but each fires. Okay, that seems nice. 20% less attack, but double damage, basically. I can't tell if it's less effective or not, because I don't know if their health scale or not. Because I feel like the corn, not the corn, the carrot might have like an internal cooldown for how often their damage takes. Well, that's what it feels like, but I don't know if it actually is the case. There's a plant limit of 30. 6 by 5. Okay, so it's just like a limit just to prevent cheating. Let's hope Charnos is allowed to die. Like, I hope clearing is just the only condition. Bunch of different popcorn. It's even better mood, shoots faster, each will also deals more damage. Okay, so that's like a clean upgrade. Sizzling corn shooter. A connects shooter filled with spicy energy, able to fire blazing bullet to defend against invaders. Huh. So I guess, okay, so he procs burning, this guy procs cold. Shuriken shooter, a master at turning spicy energy into freezing power. Its projectiles can slow down enemy attacks and movement. I don't know if how much their attack speeds differ. This attack is B, okay. So I think if you were to have like a shooting line like I do, you would want to have a chill corn in the left and right, like at least one, maybe one on each side. If they're not fast enough, maybe two. Like it depends on how they shoot, and then you will have the rest for popcorn. Because I don't know if these two can stack, especially since this guy has less damage. And instead he deals damage from DOT. Like, yeah, of course you want to increase production. Okay, that's... Oh, it's fiery pepper only, these ones, okay. For sure. Use cooldown, yeah, I feel like we need that. We should be good for now. Yeah, I think it's just clear, we don't need a... not die. We don't get preset plants, okay. That's fine. I also don't know about the range of the carrot. If it has like low range, like I know it has like a smaller radius in its like enemy detection, but I don't know if its distance is also affected. Need to take some damage. Okay. Put corn in the back. Oh no, we need the pumpkin. Don't hit me, please. We can stun them using our bullets. We could give them some help. Let's give you the buff. Oh god. Ow. Dang it. Let's see if we can get an upgrade. We need something. Use blockade damage. Ooh. Very gunner detection range. Okay, so they do have a range limit. Probably not a good idea to get it so early. Wait, is it fiery pepper or rookie pepper? Just says planting veggies. I guess it's all of them, so might as well get it. We'll get this as well once you have enough coins. Since we're starting to get broccoli and we need them to do damage. Okay, upgrading them also gives more spicy pepper, so that's nice. Upgrade you. You do still need a lot more pepper. Start getting some ice. Wait, ice 935. Okay, now we can get it. Have a few more waves. Wait, it just attacks twice in a row. Instead of like using left and right kind of thing. It's fine. I have about the same attack speed as the base one. I think having more damage is better. And also, I don't think DOT would be good since you want them dead as fast as possible. Maybe we could use more application on the cold. So 2 on each side, I think, would be the way to go. It's raining. Wonder if that affects anything. Yeah, I think 2 on each side is just right. Because they attack the same enemy, they don't like spread out the status. So like 1 or 2 would be enough. Maybe 1 even. Maybe 1 on each side, and then you have the rest being your gunners. We can get some upgrades. Reduce costs, sure. Reducing chance of knockback, sure. Planting cooldown, we don't really need it. Point gain. I don't really know if I should give this. Increase pepper type credit production. We don't need it. Increase proccally attack range, sure. It's gone, so let's replace it. We can put down more carrots. Yeah, I think we just AFK. We can also use the ult in a bit. Start removing some peppers for corn. Since there are enough enemies, we can start nuking. Or there's just this big guy, so we might as well use it. And we should be good. All the big guys are dead. Let's try to fire again. Let's see if he procs with the cold. Okay, it can proc as well. I guess you have your 1 heat, 1 cold on one side, and then the rest being the gunners. Because I don't think the fire can have like more than 1 stack. It's not like Warframe. Think of it like Genshin. In that sense. So they produce about double the quadruple the energy, because it's only half and then they still do double. We're in normal mode done. Upgrades. More damage. More damage. More damage. And more damage. Probably don't need that much damage. But we don't really need health for the rest. Sure. Let's go outside. We have hard mode. Claim all of these. Not hard at all. Hard mode. Get more corn. We'll take a look at those once we have access to them. Thought I was having a brain fart, and I was. What do we put down? Let's put down a corn when we have the One is enough for now. We need to increase our production, though. Okay, now we need broccoli. Fast. Look, we don't need pumpkins yet. Oh, these guys stop at the pumpkins. Okay. That's nice of them. I'll put it here. I think you would want the cold one on this, like, quote-unquote middle lane. And you want the fire one on the side, I think. Don't really know what's the best placement for them yet. $100 coins, we can use it on something. So let's go do that. We're gonna increase crit gunner health. We want these two. We don't need health for crit gunners. They're not gonna be in the front. Let's upgrade our peppers. I like this game mode. Like it's just Plant vs Zombies, but skill tree and less plants. With our ult ready. Don't need to use it yet. Since we have a carrot, we can start upgrading it. Increase pumpkin health, corn damage. We don't need corn health. Increase detecting range. That's good. We need health. Okay. This is wave 7, so we can hold off on our ult for now. Now I don't talk sometimes when I'm focused, but right now it's just really relaxing. It's literally just you like looking at the results of your harvest. You know, you're just looking at the seeds you've planted. We can reduce the cost. We don't need to do it anymore. Buckley damage. We can also get knockback. I think at a point you might just be better off using the carrot instead of the corn, because the corn no, not the corn, the carrot has punch through. Let's use our ult on these two guys. Yeah, we have a max ult and that only did half health of damage. Let's change you into a carrot. But that's all. Okay. Oh, I just saw your comments. You doing normal clear or cheese clears? You can apply the pumpkin launches on wave 1 to stall economy. Finally, the carrot gunners are so that expensive. So much coins hoarding. You prefer pure veggie damage for mixing with your operatives. My operatives are level 1. I don't know if you're still here, but my operatives are level 1, so I don't really mix in damage. Just like looking a rows of giant carrot gunners behind a mix of pumpkins and just say, okay, yeah, good job. Valid, but mine are still like not upgraded. And also I do still need to like pay attention, since there is a chance that they can go through. Working Corn Shooter, an elite shooter famous for its incredible rate of fire, wearing a helmet to hide its smell and look more imposing. So just increase fire rate. Fiery Corn Shooter, so it's just a heat and cold proc. Okay. So I guess now you just need corn then. It's not, you don't have like a single target enemy that's strong half the time. Use damage. Increase burn damage. Useful effect. Even more burn damage and slow, I assume. Okay. Yeah, okay. But either this blast is like does no damage or is just not or it has some kind of scaling, because those guys should not have withstood a whole max out blast. We get rid of pumpkins and broccoli. That's nice. Oh no, let's continue. Operators that you don't press orders that you can still use. Okay. Yeah, I did notice, for example, Nita hands can stun them a bit. Yeah, I guess now we just start off with corn to like deal with the first few enemies, or you can use your pumpkin. Yeah, we'll do both to be safe. But like later on, we'll need to upgrade to a corn. I don't know if the pumpkin will last though. Like, don't get me around, they're tanky, but I don't know if they're that tanky. I think they're quite tanky. Okay, we can start having the broccoli soon. Fire Blast does literally nothing, to be honest. Fire Blast as in the corn, or what? It just does like burn DOT, but it's not much. That's why you only need like one on the left and right instead of like a whole bunch of them. Since the DOT doesn't stack. You want the guaranteed 100% clear rate, feel free to do single pumpkin and free photos of strawberry gem. Full carrots starting from non-enemy lane, but you do you and actually have fun. Those traits starting from non-enemy lane. Okay, so at the back. I get what you're saying. Problem is I don't have enough upgrades yet, so like it takes time for me to actually plant pumpkins. Like I can see when they come, like where they come, and plant pumpkins after. But it'll take time. Upgrade our peppers. I think we have enough damage output for now. We could definitely use more, but it's okay for now. Because if you do clear it too fast, you won't have your plants upgraded enough to output damage. But if you do it too slow, they're gonna just creep up. Oh. Corn shooter. We're not gonna use frost corn shooter now that we have the better carrots. Use broccoli damage. Sure. Yeah, I guess the carrots, they do have the aspect of being AoE. Not AoE, yeah, AoE and also being able to target air units. Okay, those guys are gonna be a problem. Nope, wrong plant. I was gonna put down a carrot. It's fine, we can unplant it later. Do some more upgrades. Let's not get that. It's our health. We're gonna health. Ooh, flame streams. Let's check that out. Let's put it on you. Oh, we don't have it yet. Okay. Because it's corn and not carrot. It's corn, okay. Wait, let's try it on you. Let's see if you are worth using after. Okay, we did lose some pumpkins. That's not a flame stream, you're just shooting bullets. Okay, that is a bad upgrade. It is a bad upgrade. I think it means it shoots twice, but given that it doesn't spread the status, like it doesn't change the targets, there's no point in it shooting more than once. We don't have the carrot upgrades yet. Am I having a brain fart? So I guess we'll just keep using use corn. I guess one benefit of putting them in the back is that you can get more angles on them so that they can have a higher chance of doing AoE damage. This broccoli is almost gone. Replace you with a carrot. And we can just use our ult in the last wave and we can AFK. If there's any strong guys. Speaking of strong guys, we probably need to replace some plants because their health are low. We'll stand back a bit just in case they nuke me. Put pumpkin here since they have two guys here instead of one. There we go. I thought we got the corn. Not corn. I thought we got the carrot upgrade instead of the corn upgrade, but let's see what the new radius we get are. Boxer broccoli, strong, dependable. Boxer powerful. I assume it's just stronger. Fast pumpkin guard, hot tempered guard who continually attracts enemy attacks and exposes upon defeat. Okay. Frost Pumpkin Guard, a steady calm guard who continually attracts enemy attacks and exposes them on defeat, damaging all nearby units and swinging them down their attacks and movement. Scorch Pumpkin Guard, fierce and passionate guard who constantly draws enemy attacks and exposes them on defeat, inflicting burn on all nearby enemies. Okay, so the difference is this deals damage, this freezes, and this does burning. Problem is, it doesn't say they do damage. It does damage on enemies. It doesn't say how much they do damage. I assume the blast does the most damage, and then these two deal less. Or this guy does more because burning, you know, it's a damaging status type. I don't know if this would how they would change our strategy. Because if you already have the corn dealing doing the status effects, the pumpkin just spreads it. At that point you might as well just get the blast one. Since if there's say if there's one enemy, a VIP, then you just want damage. It probably has slow and burning on it already. And if you don't go fire or cold corn, I guess these would be for you. Okay. Okay, now we get the corn upgrades. Carrot upgrades. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Just even without upgrades, you can alternate between regular 45 berry and 145 berry. This is a mega carrot. Carrot's gonna enjoy. Apologies. Multi carrot hit. Reduce damage is great once you have knockback effect. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then the hurricane corn. I found the other two lackluster as well. Nope, you haven't unlocked great upgrades. Almost last. Part of the trial actual use the plants. Good idea, but I don't think it's a big requirement. Also, Scorch Pumpkin, alternating the front line is very strong in my opinion. It's all preference. If you want cheese strat, also is OP for wave 1 stuff. I can't really do the number crunching, so I can't say for sure. Can't say for sure which one is better, which pumpkin. I think we can just apply our strategy again. Oh, the exploding one just costs the least sweet, so it's probably the better idea. Especially since I believe upgrading them also heals them up. So if they're low, you can upgrade it, and then in the long run, that's just more effective health. Ooh, crap, crap, crap. Crap, 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 crap. Okay, this is why the health upgrades are important. Okay, we will let them through. Ow. Okay, now we need the broccoli. Upgrade you. How much do you cost to upgrade? 350. Okay. So that just requires us to upgrade our peppers even more. Oh well, crap. Can I bring them to you? No. Okay. Big coin. Front row done. I guess it kind of like is like Arknights. Like once you have your defenders ready, you know you can start stalling a lot more. I wish we could have an easier way to tell which plants are like low or not. Okay, let's just start doing some upgrades. We have like 160. 20 health, no. Quick gun range, sure. Very corn shoot. Nah, we don't need that. More range. Okay. Okay, we can start setting up carrots soon. By soon, I mean now. Let's upgrade our broccoli. Okay, now he has like an actual boxing glove and he looks angry instead of being happy. I don't remember if its range increases. It's interesting that the broccoli aren't attacking them. Okay, now might be a good time to upgrade them into the exploding one. I think I did it too late. Okay, let's upgrade you since you're low. Okay, so you do look different. Alright, I can tell there's a color difference. I don't have the... What's the term for the color weakness? I don't remember what's the English word for it. Oh, that's what. Okay, I thought this was the the carrot upgrade, but no, it's for the corn. That's why I was confused. Also, I do apologize if I take a long time to like see your messages, because if I tab out, for either the game pauses or there's like no audio. Broccoli knockback. Right, we have popcorn upgrades now, don't we? Not popcorn now. Oh, it's these guys, aren't they? Okay. Guess we can see, take a look at what they look like. Okay. I mean, I guess they're not in action right now because these guys are... Well, now we can. I think it just applies more slow and burn damage if I recall. They don't shoot more. Well, except for this guy. This guy probably shoots more. He has a Gatling for his hand. The pumpkins tagged. Nope. He might shoot more, I can't tell. If he doesn't shoot more often, then it's just more damage, I guess. Increased attack. Fire 3 times. So 60% times 3. That's more damage. Having a brain fart, as you can tell. The amount of time it took for me to think. Oh, you're the one that shoots the flame streams, aren't you? Okay, but if it does shoot flame streams, it might have limited range. If it does have okay, yeah, it has limited range, so we should put it either here or here. Sorry, broken keyboard. Probably here. With a carrot. I guess we can change it before it's too late. Is your range good enough now? No. Okay. So you're my ass. In that case, we would probably just want you should still go here, because if the enemies do leak through for whatever reason, this guy still has better range because he's in the middle. Get the store. 4 damage. A corn carrot, I think. Whatever. More damage is damage. I'll nuke them once they're closer because I don't know if they'll spawn more guys. Right now. I don't think the explosion does much damage. At least not against these big guys. Okay, number crunches, so there's no way it works. Okay, yeah, go back. We need to find a way to run easily. Thank you. I hope I beat it easily too. It doesn't seem that hard so far, but I don't know if the difficulty ramps up, and I hope it doesn't. New veggies. That's a radish or beetroot. Where did my bottle go? What the hell? Oh, I see it. Heavy carrot gunner. Seasoned gunner with heavily upgraded weaponry can easily fire projectiles that pierce even airborne enemies. Okay. Rampage carrot gunner. That's a beetroot. Top tier gunner with terrifying strength, able to effortlessly fire projectiles that pierce ground and airborne targets, making a reliable ally. I guess one is just damage, the other is speed. I assume. Rampage carrot gunner. Oh, okay. So you have your carrot gunner, you upgrade it to your heavy carrot gunner, and then you upgrade it again to the rampage carrot gunner. Jesus Christ. This explosion damage? Sure. Okay, so this one has more damage, but these guys have more health, I guess. Don't really know what to say. Okay, eventually you do need to get the health upgrades to get these upgrades, but we're good for now. I guess we'll just upgrade you. If we do have like a really long wave, then we might be able to use these carrots. Got a 9. And let's continue. I guess if we really need crowd control, we can just go Need a Pulse. You know, Need a Pulse is OP as always. Oh crap. Carrot. No carrot. Corn. Let's upgrade you so that you can not only get more energy, you can also get your health back. Yep. Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled farming. Now we want broccoli. Move them all into like one lane so that broccoli can kill them. No big deal. Like after this one, we'll get to like the main event, like story, because it's starting to bore me out. Even though I do like PvZ, you know, everything in moderation, including gameplay. We'll get this first. Once we reduce our costs, then we can plant more easily. We can also do upgrades more easily. We'll get another upgrade soon. For our upgrade. Both are fine. We're gonna get corn first. So, because we already have some corn here. So it'll be easier for us to get the upgrade, or like utilize the upgrade. Our ult's ready. If there's a big guy, we can use it. I think we can get an upgrade now. By this, we can refresh soon. Like right now. Put down a carrot. to take out these guys. Oh, should not have brought them closer. It didn't do damage though. Yeah, how's their health? Yeah. Still quite full. We'll upgrade him last. Since you know, his range will be not as good if we upgrade him. Because he just has like a extra clothing. We get an upgrade. Increase pepper reduction, of course. More carried damage. Massive yes. Yeah, that cryo's first like hit inflicting 3 seconds of freeze, that's a lot of slowdown. Just massive. That's about 100 more than the base to upgrade. See what upgrades we can get. Sure, more coins. We raised 9 already. Change you to an exploding one, so you get more health. Or it's too late. Now the broccoli finally getting some action. More upgrade. There we go. Okay, let's do something else. I'm kind of bored. Okay. Oof. Let's see, what do we have? Heartfelt messages. Okay, so I did accidentally press on this. I read like one line. That's all I saw. But actually, I guess it's also a good time to like show the other rewards I got from what's the word? From Lies Bar. Have we seen this yet? Kinda. Maybe should I read these? I don't know. These I don't remember their voices. Let me drink some water. The one it said. Is there more? Can I scroll? No? But know how these work. Because it says at the bottom, you can receive heartfelt messages from the girls each day upon login. Read the letters and enjoy the gifts. Okay, I need to open all of them, but there's only 9 on the screen. I don't know how that works. Guess I'll read. On a day as warm as this, we made a vow, hand in hand, whether on the battlefield or at home. What? Okay, there is scrolling. It's kind of confusing. Whether on the battlefield or at home, with me here, your rear will always be secure. Happy Covenant anniversary, darling. Adjutant, you always can make my heart race for our next experiment. Be my exclusive variable again, won't you? After all, my research topic is infinite potential through... Bro, conjugation with you, okay. As your operative and the one who will be with you for life, the brightest spot by your side belongs to me, and me alone. Darling, happy Covenant anniversary. I don't remember her voice. Best-selling author Nyanpas's new book, Guide to Raising a Non-Human Girlfriend, drops soon. Adjutant. What do you think, Nya? I call myself the big sis, but really, it's you who clears my mind and lifts my heart. Aw, you make me want to cling to you all day, my sweet big bro. I don't remember her voice either. The closer I get, the more I see just how hard you work. So how about this? When today's done, let's crash for a nice, lazy nap. What do you say, my prince? Seriously, I also don't remember your voice. Even as my memories slip away like grains of sand, your voice always brings back the moments that matter most. Thank you, Adjutant, for staying by my side. Sing, I also remember her voice. When we crossed the cloud bridge, I made a silent vow to remain by her side, always. My love deepened with every passing year, and across every lifetime, my... Prince. Here's Sirit, Echel. Echel wants to learn how to be a good woman, to brew tea that won't burn your tongue, to read your mind through your eyes, and most of all, to master the art of making your pulse race. That's nice. We have like 10 more. I don't know. Well, I know they're going to be below, but I guess there's 10 more days, perhaps. There's supposed to be a cutscene. I don't know how to re-trigger it. I guess let's see what decorations we got from my Lives Bar. You. Have I done the weekly? No. Okay. Might as well. How brain dead can I make it? Let's see. There we go. I still haven't used the cross one because I don't have enough of the small ones. I don't donate to people enough. I think I've used it once, but it doesn't really matter all that much. Here we go. Where did I put the decorations? Is it you? I think so. You? Blur of Insight. Display. It's said that this flower-shaped sculpture was built by the Academia of Propolis to encourage communication between students and faculty. You're not gonna say more? Some questions may not have answers, but that doesn't stop us from continuing to explore. What is you from? I think it's from the current event. Because I recognize this one, but I don't recognize these two, so that's gonna be what's coming up soon, I guess. I guess I didn't get any decorations for Lives Bar. I thought I did. I guess not. Huh. Oh well. Where do I... Let me check what rewards I have left. Is just to show you guys. I guess we do have like 2 decorations and also 2 covers, but this is how I did off screen. To a bunch of achievements. I'm close to getting all the mystery effects, but I got bored. But yeah, for stats, you know, once you figure it out. So this is when I was trying to show off all the different effects, not effects, but animations. So you know, it's not that great, but if you look at here, it's much better. I do need to gamble sometimes, but you know, once you figure out, you know, that you can see Tessa's hand, and also the strategies, like sometimes some of them just like force you to win. Like you can, some of them, like for example, you can always guarantee getting a kettle. Like that's always a free play. So like, or like guarantee having at least 2 of the suite. That's definitely rigged towards your favor. Okay. Invitation. Here comes the future greatest magician, shining bright in a dazzling exosuit. Log in during the event and invite Tess, Fantasia, and logistics officers. We get her for free? Oh man, I wonder if she's OP because Nita was. Okay, let's check her out. Fantasia uses an AR. What damage type are you? Frost damage. She doesn't give off the appearance of being frost damage for color scheme. We can upgrade her neuronics, but I don't think we need to. Open, let's change you to a cold AR if I have one. Thermal, electric, frost. Use a frost AR. Now we can upgrade yours to the next refinement level. It's okay, I like hoarding. That's what I do. Don't know if she's good because let's be honest, Nita is too OP. He's like a support so far. Yeah, she's a support, I believe. She's a frost support. If you have frost damage teammates, then she's gonna buff. So she's okay. What else do we have? There's some trials. I think we might have a trial for tests. I'm not sure. Is this for her new skin? Yeah, Tense Fantasia. Blossom for you. Even though you're right before my eyes, I can't help running to you, honey. Lift this bouquet with me, the token of our joy and love. Sonata in Veil, featuring an engraved magazine and fruit-like firing resonance. This design revives a timeless classic with a modern performance frame. Seeing Covenant of Blossom. Against the radiant grass in the sun, a delicate figure in white bustles about. Upon hearing the familiar footsteps, she spins around gleefully to greet you, the exclusive spectator of her magical performance. That's nice. Okay, so she does have a trial. I guess we can also find out what her playstyle is like from here. Well, you know she's a buffer, so. There's a card on next there again. Ult. Jesus Christ. Does their gun have a chance of jamming? Or what's going on? Is it the enemies? I can't tell. Okay, my experience of using her is not that great because of, or like, I don't know if it's the enemy or if it's the character. That's like buggy. I assume these have different modes, like maybe one is healing, one does more damage, maybe one has more puncture, I don't know. But she doesn't feel that good to use. Yeah, nothing too sus. I expected more, to be honest. We saw these already. This just moved the pop-ups. Well, not pop-ups, notifications. Not that. Furnished pieces. That's just not giving the operatives themselves, but like putting them in the area. This is a Fantasia trial. We know how she plays. Use Apple's assistant color. Hold signs to the trigger from the effects of adding on the color. Green increases movement speed and restores energy. Red provides a frost shot. Frost shot aptitude. I guess that's like damage. Let's change it. I don't remember what red does. Her outfit in game is like more revealing than like what I remember in like the live 2D. It's probably because oh Jesus Christ. Probably because we don't get to see like the lower half of her body when, you know, we only see her upper half. Yeah, her base. I would prefer her base skin over the wedding gown, wedding dress. More events. Trying to. Okay, we saw this earlier. That's the daily login. Nothing special. Isn't there a trial? I think there is. Man, the physics. My bad, broken keyboard. I'm totally not staring at her physics. Jesus Christ. Rah. Oh, there's that. Nope, I don't want to exit. Okay, now we can finally get to the story. Having a bit of a headache. Because the PvZ is kind of boring after that many playthroughs. Which party? Let's look through Monopoly, but let's do the main event first. That's gonna take more time. Reconnected. Those who fight side by side. Reconnected just like my internet connection. Enemy forces surged from every direction, yet we pressed on, carving a bloody path toward the main gate. By the time we reached the festival grounds, the scene was unrecognizable. Rogue robots tightened slamming down like judgment from the sky. Once cheerful festival, now smoldered in ruin, sorry. Yet amid the hellish wreckage, the Acropolis students remained rooted in place as if hypnotized. I mean, they are. Best celebration ever, they chanted, rushing toward the titans like moths to a flame. Like fireflies to a flame? I just noticed my headset's mic was off, I think. So I think people couldn't hear my callouts in game. Kaius got gun rattled, driving the swarm back a step. What fragmentation causes, fragmentation can counter. Vidya, it's your time to shine. That is not what she said. Vidya unfurled her high polymer threads and, just as she'd done in New Hand Zero, move among the students, illusions spilling from her fingertips. The effect was instant. The students fell silent, glassy-eyed, and filed out of the hot sun exactly as ordered. Filed. Interesting. With civilians clear, Tess, Kanya, and I could finally unleash our full firepower on the enemy. Bit by bit, we drove the reinforcements back. After a brutal clash, we finally stole a breath. Seizing the respite, I quickly breathed my manifestations on what had happened in Valhalla. But I knew that lull wouldn't last. This one, or did they sound like quieter than before? Because I didn't change their audio, their volume. Focus on the mission. No matter the distraction, our target is the human form. I've got one last ace up my sleeve, something that should jam Edda's control over them. It won't last forever, but it'll buy some time. One more thing. The digital Edda left a message. Watch out for manifestations. Among us. I don't think so. I know her. She wouldn't toss out something vague with stakes this high. It might be literal. Maybe some manifestations really are siding with Edda. But were there really manifestations mixed in with the enemy? It's the fate itself keyed in on my doubt. A ringtone I hadn't heard in ages trapped from my terminal. He was right, and it could only mean one thing. I answered without hesitation. A familiar voice crackled through the static. It's been a while, Professor Vidya. There's some interference, but I can hear you fine. I'm gonna raise the volume of the game if I can, because it's a lot more quiet than I'm used to. I'm gonna triple it, see how is that. We unloaded every scrap of info storm data in one breath. I'll fill you in later. Have you reached the tree? My heart sank. Wait, what about its link to Edda? Vidya's voice dropped to a whisper.
私たち切り札まだ出せるはずだよ。今も装置をつけてるんだけど、あと1時間くらいかかりそう。
Good. Well done, Freya. We're holding here in minor glitches, but with comms back, I'll ping headquarters for support. About that trump card, let's set a timer. 1 hour, just like you said. When it's up, you fire it off. Until then, I'm counting on you and Echo to guard the tree.
分かった。ずっとここで見張ってるね。で、イーチェル、その苗は入っちゃダメだよ。
A low growl buzzed through the comms. Etchel, ever since it's intelligent, must be dying to sink her teeth into the sapling. I'll have to trust Freya to handle things there. With that, I ended the call and opened a channel to headquarters. Squawk. It had been 14 hours since the adjutant went dark. Inside Heimdall's command room, 4 manifestations and Caroline sat around a table, eyes locked on the glowing hollow map.
状況をもう一度おさらいしよう。ええ。現在救援要請が入った封鎖エリアはエリア0を含め14エリアです。あなたの計画通り、他の封鎖エリアにあらかじめ人員を配置していたので、目立った事故は起きませんでした。と言っても、エリア0の状況はまだ油断できない。深海エリア以外は守れてるけど、これ以上深入りするのは危険だよ。それに、30分前にタイタン汚染がひどくなったせいで、ヘイムダル以外の人員は全てエリア0から撤退している。会議が終わったら、会社に残るチェンシン以外の全員でもう一度エリア0に入ろう。わかった。後でみんなに知らせるね。ファニー、そっちはどうだ？デンドロンの様子は？ファニー。
Golden Landis had been absent-mindedly twirling her hair, but at Life's call she snapped upright, clearly irritated.
ヒューゴドラッシュは無事よ。他のデンドロンも同じ。異常報告は入ってないわ。
わかった。
Life get a curt nod and turned to Caroline.
軍の方は？
ねえベンステ、一体いつになったらフィロゾアに向かうつもりなのよ。
When he shot to her feet, finally forcing the question that had been burning in her since the meeting began.
言ったはずだ。そんな計画はない。
あんたね、てっきり他のみんなをたしなめるために言ってるだけだと思ったけど、本気なのね。
情報嵐の影響で最寄りの空港に着陸してもアクロポリス学院までは車でも最低3日はかかる。フィロゾアには覚醒者が5名もいる。それに私たちは彼にエリア0を任されたんだ。
だったら私一人で行くわ。ファニー、待ってください。もう14時間も待ったのよ。未だに情報嵐の中で何が起きたか全然わからないじゃない。おとなしく待てるわけないでしょ。みんなは彼に言われた通り全体を考えて動いているけど、私だけがエゴイストでせっかちで、彼の安否がわからないと気が済まなくて、バカみたい。それでいいでしょ。
Tears rolled in her eyes, but she tipped her head back, refusing to show weakness.
あのバカ、いっつもみんなの安全とか言って一人で危険を冒して。もう嫌よ。このままじっと待ってられないわ。あいつの無事をこの目で確かめないと。
And look, I'm safe. A familiar voice crackled from the terminal in front of Caroline, snapping every eye in the room toward it.
ちょうど分析員から通信が入ったので待ってくださいって言いたかったんです。
Every tongue followed. Fanny must have lunged for the terminal and slammed into the table. Months ago, she was pouring her heart out. Now, face to face with the man she'd been worrying over, she could barely speak. I know you were worried sick, and so were the others. Each of them was doing everything they could to help. There's more clothes here. Like, I don't remember there being this much fabric on the side, and I guess this area being darkened from the text box, just makes me not realize she feels she has more clothes. I cleared my throat, taking back the channel. Focus up, girls. Leif, you're leading a team into Aleph, correct? Okay. One thing about the word anata in Japanese is that for other people it sounds like a word of endearment, but in reality it's just a word. Not like a word, but like, what's the word? Like that's what you call someone when you don't know their name and you want to be polite. But if you know that person well, then you want to be polite, you don't use anata in real life. That's only an anime thing. You're on the right track, but with Edda, we need to stay one step ahead. From what we know, Edda probably can't breach Aleph's containment wall with Titans anymore. But outside Heimdall's reach, she might be orchestrating multiple moves at once. And don't forget the demiurges. Those things have been circling the zones for a while. Silence settled over the room while everyone gathered their thoughts. The command room's door stood open. You can tell she's not an important character. Well, she's somewhat important, but not too important. Good to see you on your feet, Captain Lee. Ah, my eyes. Li Qiuxue had survived a Roseanne assassination attempt during the New Hentir incident and had been recovering in Yggdrasil headquarters ever since. Before I left for Philosophy, I heard Captain Lee was on a mend, so I asked her to meet us here once she was cleared. He saluted, then turned to the terminal on the table. Looks like I won't be staring down a nuclear warhead this time. Well, that's for futurists to discover what happened. I know, Captain. Just teasing. I believe CEO is chief officer. I'm not sure. Much appreciated. Yao, you're in charge of coordinating with the military. That secured everything outside the Acropolis. Alright, Miss Intelligence Officer, I need you to dig into the company database for me. A familiar threat clear crackled over the comms, followed by Caroline's awkward, lightly teasing tone. Look for a partnership agreement between T and Acropolis, something on an underground project. Locate the fax facility entrance. Exactly, use my clearance. The line went silent. Caroline was no doubt rifling through the database at top speed. Half a minute later, she came back on. Thanks, time for us to move as well. Assuming the info storm doesn't cut us off again. Should anything come up, I'm counting on you, Miss... Caroline, to keep me posted. Duly noted. I'll indulge you next time. They suddenly leaned in and Katya seized the moment to snatch the terminal from my hand. The channel closed. Back in the command room, everyone exhaled, each for their own reason. We hunt her down. My order was simple. Vidya, your priority is the students. Lead them out of the campus to safety. Keep them hidden behind your illusions. You're the only one who can slip past the enemy unseen. I slip my ring off and place it on Vidya's finger. I'm entrusting you and them to this.
分析員さん、必ずみんなを安全に連れ出しますから。
Tears brimming in her eyes, I pulled her into a quick hug, letting her cheek rest against my chest. Easy now, no tears. You got this. Tess, Katya, we're heading for the archives. But to wear intercepted Edda's uniforms, so Katya can use her power to trace her escape route. When Edda appeared, she must have told her avatar where the archives are. Our job is simple. Catch up. But suspect Edda's digital form is in trouble, maybe even wiped. If Edda acted directly, she could easily erase any rival code inside her human form's mind. I'm worried that Edda's human form just got a huge power spike. From here on, stay sharp. The next fight could be rougher than anything we've faced. Tess nodded, resolved. Katya's eyes gleamed with the thrill of the hunt. Time to strike back. Has anyone played Counter-Strike? I feel like Counter-Strike should not be named Counter-Strike. A forked path. The flame flickers in the wind. After leaving Vidya, we doubled back to the lecture halls. Caroline's coordinates led us to a concealed tunnel beneath one building. A massive, intricate lock guarded the entrance, likely an emotion-responsive model we'd heard about at the festival. It now gaped open, hastily disguised. Eddie's human form had clearly gone through first. No time to hesitate. I nodded to Katya and Tess and stepped inside. 10 meters down a narrow stairwell, the passage suddenly widened. Though buried deep underground, the corridor radiated luxury. It had been refurbished more than once. Fresh paint still glistened on some panels. Every few meters, a painting hung on the